Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome in if this is your first time being here. My name is Melissa. This is Empowered Gems Tarot, and today's reading is going to be looking into what's ahead for you and your career over the course of the next 3 months. This is intended to be a timeless reading, so whether you're drawn to view it the day that I uploaded, or maybe you're drawn to view it, 6 months or a year from the day that I've uploaded it, if you're drawn to the reading, there's likely a message here for you. And again, this will be taking a look at what's ahead in career over the course of the next 3 months in time. Remember that this is a general collective reading on YouTube, so the messages may not resonate with every single person out there super specifically. So if you're watching this reading, it feels confusing or just doesn't really feel like it lines up with what you know your situation to be, just take it as a sign that it's not your message today. Release it, let it go, understand the messages might be for somebody else out there in the collective that chose the same reading as you. If you guys did want to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is in the description box down below. I do offer career readings on my website, but personal readings can sometimes be a better way to get a more specific reading on your own personal energy and situation. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and select your reading. There is a choice between 3 today. If you're drawn to reading 1, we'll be working with the Muse Tarot and this Rose Quartz. If you're drawn to reading 2, we're working with the Treasure Trove Tarot and this Pyrite. Okay. And if you're drawn to reading 3, we'll be working with the Chakra Wisdom Tarot and this clear quartz. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath and select the deck or crystal that you feel the most intuitively connected to as you're thinking about your career. Once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will skip you ahead to your chosen reading. See you there. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the Muse Tarot and this Rose Quartz crystal, this is going to be your message. So today we're going to be looking into what is next in career, and we're going to be looking at the course of the next 3 months, what will happen. And I want to begin by taking a look at kind of the overall energy or theme for the course of the next 3 months for you, and then we'll kind of break it down month 1, month 2, month 3, and see the specifics. All right, so you guys have the energy of the cow spirit. Miracles are endless. And then we also have the sun in the 5th house, Leo energy, and it says fortunate here as well. So this is really cool. All right, group 1. So overall energy with these 2 cards, I feel like for a lot of you, the next 3 months is going to be about like you receiving recognition or acknowledgement for the hard work that you have put in leading up to this point in your career. I feel like with this cow spirit, this card, it's all about like being grateful and being like appreciative of all that you have in your life at this particular moment in time. But it also kind of talks about like the fruits of our labor are starting to bear out, right? The miracles are endless. I think that a lot of you guys have been planting little seeds leading up to this point. And I do feel, especially with this card, that you're going to start getting some movement on those seeds that you planted, or receiving some recognition or celebration or acknowledgement for those seeds that you have planted. For some of you guys, this could be like something creative or something that you have created. The 5th house can sometimes be tied to those creative hobbies or interests or things that bring us joy, right? And that could be really anything depending on what does bring you joy, right? But it feels like something that's a little bit more, what's the word? Like playful or fun, or something that you're more passionate about being the focus here, okay? I'm also noticing this globe here, the world energy. So I'm wondering if this is also connected to you guys getting some sort of pretty massive recognition or exposure, or something about the work that you're doing becoming more widespread could be significant here as well. So let's take a look. We're going to break it down month 1, month 2, month 3, and let's kind of see what Spirit wants to highlight for you in career. And as I was shuffling, passion came up, which is so interesting. So let's see, what is next, Spirit, for career the next 3 months for group 1, starting with month 1, month 2, month 3. So we have month 1. Okay. Month 2, okay. Month 3. All right, and let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers with the tarot, and then we'll kind of get into what's happening here. Okay. Now, it's interesting that this card about drama is coming up because the 5th house can literally be like acting and drama. So maybe that's like a literal interpretation for some of you. But let's see. Month 1. Two of Cups. Month 2. Knight of Pentacles. Month 3. 5 of Wands. Okay, and then we do have a Knight of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So let's jump in group 1 and see what's happening here. I definitely feel there is movement, right? With this Knight of Swords and this Knight of Pentacles that are here. I kind of feel like maybe some of you guys are in a place where you might be looking for something new or something different, especially with this many choices. This is talking about how you have options in your career, and if you look around, you're going to be able to see all the options that are truly available to you. And when I'm looking at this horse, I feel like, or this, I guess he's like Pegasus, right? He's like flying above the clouds and looking at what's down below, right? And so I kind of think that part of your story this month, or the next 3 months, group 1, is about like sort of zooming the lens out and figuring out where it is that you would like to channel your ambitions. Because the Knight of Swords is an ambitious energy, and I feel like you guys are wanting to go places. I see it here with this Knight of Pentacles, and I feel like you are very talented with this 5th house energy coming up. You're talented at whatever it is that you do for work. And so I feel like it's more just about you looking to find something that's going to align with your talents and your passions for work. So month 1, we have the energy of honest work and the 2 of Cups. So partnerships could be really significant, coming together, maybe working with someone in a one-on-one capacity. The 2 of Cups does talk about emotional harmony and resonance, kind of getting on the same page, working together in partnership with someone. We have relationships coming up here as well in month 3. So I think relationships will be significant here. And it's paired with this card about honest work. So this card sort of talks about having a job that's not necessarily super glamorous, maybe from your perspective, but it's giving you really necessary experience. It's helping you to move up to where you would like to be. So you guys could be doing something that is more like getting your hands dirty type of work, right? Or like in this deck, we have somebody pouring a beer, like they work at the bar or they work in a restaurant or retail. It could be something like that. That's significant for some of you. And I think this month you will be working with people or a partner in particular, and getting on the same page in your one-on-one relationships, I think is going to be really, really important in month 1, because relationships can help you to kind of network and expand your options. So that could be a part of what you guys are doing this month as well. I definitely think you guys are wanting to move up or move out or move into something different. And that's where I see a little bit more progress coming up in month 2. Now, this is an interesting energy because the Knight of Pentacles, it is about taking very practical steps forward, right? We're not rushing into something. We're being really meticulous. We're in an energy of like where we want to do things the right way. And the Knight of Pentacles is making progress in their career, right? It's a step before we get to the Queen of Pentacles and then the King of Pentacles. So it seems like you guys are moving forward practically with something in your career in month 2. But we have this energy of drama here. So this says, beware of troublemakers in the workplace. The job you want may have too much upheaval to bear. Keep emotions and gossip in check. So you guys could be like moving into an arena here where maybe there's a lot going on. There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of turmoil. Or maybe there are certain people in your surroundings that are gossiping. I think something that's important to keep in mind with this 5th house energy and the sun here, you guys stand out. So whatever it is that you are doing, you're standing out for, your partnerships. You're standing out because of the level of care that you put into the work that you do. Like, you do a good job is what it feels like to me, group 1, sorry. And so I think sometimes like there are going to be certain people that are either kind of envious of that or who might try to subtly undermine that. It could even just be that like you, because you're progressing into this more mature energy with this Knight of Pentacles, you might be more sensitive to people in your surroundings that are drama queens and kings, right? Like people that gossip, people that are like overly emotional, right? Like, but you're over here just kind of trying to focus on your work. So I think that Spirit is just like flagging this as a warning, just to make sure that as you move forward, as you are making this progress, just be mindful of gossip and make sure that you yourself are staying really stable and steady and practical in how you interface with people like this. Like, take the emotion and the gossip completely out of it as much as possible. Okay, and then in month 3, we have relationships and the 5 of Wands, which in this deck is the 5 of inspiration. I'm almost wondering if there's some sort of like business partnership or relationship in your life that's giving you some inspiration for change. I don't know. This says business partners, office love affairs, and communication with coworkers are highlighted now. Make choices with extreme care. And this kind of comes back to that drama energy, right? The 5 of Wands can sometimes indicate workplace drama or conflict or competitive energy and things like that. When I take a look at this card and the energy of this card, I see a bunch of people kind of like they're all together, but they're not really working as a team. Everybody's just kind of off doing their own thing. And maybe that's part of what's making things feel a little chaotic for you. Like, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of conflict or upheaval here. It just kind of feels like there's something like a need to pull partners together or pull relationships together, build relationships to bring people together more cohesively. And I feel like with this 5 of Wands, it just might be a little bit challenging, right? To get all these people that are off doing their own thing to kind of wrangle them in and get them all on the same page, working together. Okay, so let's keep going and see what other info Spirit has for you, Group 1. What is next in career, Spirit, for my Group 1 viewers? For the next 3 months, clarifying energies. Group 1. We have high honor. Yeah, see, it's like in month 1, I think you guys are getting recognized for something, right? You're moving into a job or you're doing work and getting recognition for the hard work that you have put in and the grind, because this card is literally like a battlefield. It talks about winning a battle. So it's like coming back to our overall energies. I think coming into this next 3 months, you guys have been doing a lot. Like, you've been laying the groundwork for things that you're passionate about in your career, and you are finally getting recognized, I think, by somebody here for the hard work that you have done. Okay. But it wasn't easy to get to this point. Let's see. We have the privileged lady. You see, this is my thing. I feel like you guys are getting something, like you're getting acknowledged for something. You're being celebrated for something. You're progressing forward in a really like positive way in your career. And I'm just wondering if it's putting you in sort of a position of power or privilege, and people might not like that for some reason. Okay. Maybe they perceive you as getting these special treatment, these special privileges, without really seeing the hard work that you've been putting in behind the scenes. so interesting. Now, for some of you, this could be a person to look out for, like somebody who could be causing drama, right? So take it as it resonates for you. The privileged lady is usually somebody who's in a position where she's very comfortable, right? Like she's able to, you know, live a life that she loves and come and go as she pleases. And, you know, there's sort of this energy of having status with this. So just keep that in mind. It could be somebody to look out for, but I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's your energy, that you're being bumped up to a position of privilege or power, or people are perceiving you in this way, even though they may not know of all the hard work that you've been putting in behind the scenes to get to where you've gone. Okay. Then we do also have the official person here. You guys have a lot of like military connected stuff. So there could be, maybe there's a connection there for some of you, military or service, or it doesn't have to literally be that. It could just be, like when I think about the official person, I think about somebody who is a gatekeeper, or somebody who has to sign off on something, or somebody who has to, like they're an authority figure here, or there's a process here that has to be followed that might be challenging, right? The official person, this could be a significant relationship that you guys are having to build. Okay. I'm curious. I want to just look in the guidebook at this official person because I don't remember everything about it. So let's see. Medals from his imperial campaigns shine against his bright red coat. This is any person in uniform, military, police, fireman. He can stand for gruff, forceful, or even humorless, a humorless person. He loves ceremony, pomp, hierarchy, regiments, and order. And give a task to this person, he will make it so. Okay. This can also be somebody who's an official, such as a policeman or judge. He might be unapproachable and intimidating if he isn't a friend or relative of the querent. But this card also sometimes acts as an exclamation point, describing a neighboring card as official. So maybe that's part of this as well, is like maybe this is you being marked official in your privileged status or your progress at work. This also says it can talk about being confronted with the strict rules of daily life. You're going to experience situations where power and authority are required, or you're involved in a relationship that's characterized by restraint and formality, perhaps an ambitious person in your job. But this is also a card that's about staying determined and focused on your goals. So yeah, this can be playing out in a lot of ways. I think for a lot of you, a lot of that would make sense. This could be a significant relationship that you have to build, and maybe there's a challenge to it with this Five of Wands, or there's a need to kind of wrangle and get this person on your page. Power and authority is required to get work done here. So very, very interesting. We're gonna just do one more deck here. This, for some of you, there is this note here about like office love affairs. So maybe for some of you, there could be a component of that in month 3 with this official person. And maybe that's why there's some conflict here with the Five of Wands, because there are certain guardrails in place, right? All right, so group 3. Tell us more, please, about the next few months in career. I'm sorry, group 1. Did I just call you group 3? Sorry, guys, I like get in the zone and I like forget what I'm reading. Okay. All right, so we do have balance, juggling too many things at once. Find time for yourself. Okay. What else for the next 3 months? We have resolving issues, solving inner conflict with others, healing past trauma. So that's good to know. And then we have creativity, have fun, express yourself in new ways. And then we do have a new opportunity, insights gained from a new experience, job, or partner. There's definitely something, whether this is a new job, a new partner that you guys are working with, you are making progress and moving forward in your career over the course of the next few months. And I do think that there will be a lot of opportunity for learning here for you. Watch for work-life balance. Do make sure that you are partnering effectively, delegating effectively, making sure that you're not doing too much. Either way, I see you guys still being successful with that high honor. But just make sure that you're, setting good boundaries around your work-life balance. We also have this energy of solving inner conflict with others and healing past trauma. So I think any troublemakers, drama, relationship issues that you guys have been having at work, I do see that resolving. And I think that's resolving through your steadfastness and your practical moves forward in your career, kind of removing yourself from drama or toxicity that could be around you. And this is such a beautiful way to round it out because this creativity energy is here, which ties into the 5th house. I think that you guys are going to be stirring the pot a little in a good way because you have this official person, which is either a person, a partner, an organization, a structure that has like a set way of wanting to do things because of authority and power and prestige of the past. But I think this 5 of Wands is about you guys like getting to kind of stir things up with your creative energy and your passion here. So this looks like a really interesting forecast for the next 3 months. Group 1, comment below. Let me know a little bit about what you guys are expecting. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next reading soon. Bye. Hey, Group 2, welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the Treasure Trove Tarot and this pyrite crystal, this is going to be your message. So we're going to be looking into your career forecast for the next 3 months. And I'm going to begin with looking at these overall energies to see what is ahead for you. So we start off with the Scarab Beetle Spirit. Magic works through you. And then we've also got Mercury in the 11th house, Aquarian energy. This says originality. All right, Group 2. So what is happening in career the next few months? So I think for a lot of you guys, there's an emphasis here on communication and thought. And I feel like with Mercury in the 11th, there could be some sort of like innovative or original idea or thought or way of communicating that is the highlight for you over the course of the next few months here. And the 11th house is associated with groups, community, friendships, our hopes and dreams and things of that nature. So I feel like for a lot of you, there could be a connection here to groups or teams or friends or in how you're communicating or messaging within that group. I do think that I don't know why I'm kind of getting this energy for some of you that maybe coming into this reading, things have been feeling a little stagnant, or maybe you've been doing something a certain way and you're looking for a solution on how to progress forward to get a different and better result. And I do feel like that's going to be a really core component over the course of the next 3 months for you. Originality, being unique, trying a new way of thinking about things, trying a new way of communicating about things. And with the Scarab Beetle Spirit, this is the magic working through you, right? So you are the originator of this new approach. You are the originator of this new communication. You are the originator of this new idea, whatever it is that you are communicating out and evoking through your work, okay? So I think there's also like another element to this of like knowing your power and understanding that you are the vessel through which change can happen, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the next 3 months. We're going to break it down by month 1, month 2, and month 3. So Spirit, for Group 2, what is coming up next for them in their career? Month 1, month 2, and month 3. Month 1. Okay. Hold on. Too many cards flying out the deck here. Month 1. We have freedom. Ooh. Month 2. Spiritual work. And month 3. Cultivation. And we do have the message of endings here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. And I'm just going to pull some clarifying tarot cards and then we'll jump on in. So what is happening the next 3 months for my Group 2 viewers, please, Spirit? Month 1. Six of Swords, month 2. Four of Wands, month 3. King of Cups. Wow. Very cool. I definitely think that you guys are leaving something behind the next couple of months as well, right? I see that in month 1. I also see it here at the bottom of the deck as we kind of look at the undertone of this cycle that you guys are in here. This says you may leave a position or be terminated. However, there's always new opportunity ahead. You may change careers entirely. And then it's clarified by the High Priestess, which says less is more, intuition is key, and keeping to yourself. So I feel like there is some sort of a shift or change in your career, whether you guys are leaving a role or you're moving into something different or transitioning into something new. I feel like you guys are wanting something where you can be a little more in your bubble, right? The High Priestess, this is introverted energy. This is about, it is spiritual. It's like going within, it's trusting your intuition. It is, I want to work from home. I don't necessarily want to be out in the public and all the things. So that could be resonant for some of you. It could even just be a message of like, your intuition is telling you that it's time to go, right? Your intuition is telling you that you need to make some changes here in your career. And so in month 1, we have the Six of Swords. This talks about transitions, right? It's like moving from stress to calm, changing or transitioning into a new role that causes you to feel more calm. It also talks about vacations, travel, things like that. And it's clarified here by this message of freedom. This says you need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. Some of you guys might be in month 1 just taking some time off work, right? Maybe taking a vacation, choosing not to work for a little while, if you're able to do that. For others of you, this is about you moving into something that's a bit more flexible, right? Something where you can have a little bit more peace, take care of your mental health, move away from stress or pressure that maybe you've been experiencing in your recent work. Month 2, we have the Four of Wands and we have spiritual work. This says doing some inner work can help you get clear before you move on. You will get insights into what work will best serve your needs. And then we have it clarified here by this Four of Wands. So I think that there is sort of like this, it doesn't have to literally mean you guys are leaving this work. You guys could still be working where you work, but doing all of this inner reflective work, for lack of a better word, as you're planning your transition, right? And so in month 2, there is a lot of that happening where there's going within, we're getting into this High Priestess energy, we're trusting our intuition, maybe moving away from or getting out of something that was causing us to feel stressed is helping us to better connect to our intuition. And it's helping us to pinpoint what type of work or environment is going to better suit our needs. We have the Four of Wands here. The Four of Wands can talk about like home and family and belonging and welcoming. And we have the key words here, deals, partnerships, and being committed to goals. So it's possible that there's some sort of a stable offer or opportunity that comes up for you guys in month 2, or you're able to move into an environment that feels a little bit more aligned with your needs. Okay, the Four of Wands is beautiful. It's comfort, it's stability. It's not like super fast change. So even though we do have this message of change, and I do see change and transition here, this doesn't feel like something that's really shaking things up for you, group 2. This feels like it's more about wanting to feel more comfortable and stable in your day-to-day work. Month 3, we have cultivation. You're in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water the seeds you have planted in order to reap the rewards, clarified here by this King of Cups. So you guys are moving into a phase in month 3 where you get to do the type of work that you love. King of Cups is heart-centered work. This is going to be a leadership energy, a masculine leadership energy where you can support, you can counsel others, you can be more of that emotional supporter to your peers and to yourself. Maybe some of you guys are literally a counselor, or you're doing just whatever work that's connected to your heart space and you're leading that work. There is still an element of cultivating, right? This is saying like you're still in the growing phase. And so there will also be elements in month 3 of you guys continuing to like nurture and water the metaphorical seeds that you've planted so that you can get the results that you're looking for. So It just kind of seems like you guys are moving away from something that felt restricting or confining or stressful, and really conducting some strong reflection on what you want to do, and then taking those steps to move into that type of work. So let's take a look at a few more cards. What else, Spirit, for group 2? What else do we need to know about their career the next 3 months? We have courtship. So maybe you guys are kind of like putting feelers out there, leveraging partnerships to find the right opportunity. Maybe working with a lover or a romantic interest could be significant here. Maybe this is just you going on vacation with a lover, a love interest, right? To take a break from work. We have unexpected income. Yeah, so it feels like in month 2, there's some sort of partnership or an opportunity that comes through that gives you a little bit of extra money. Maybe it's literally connected to spiritual work for some of you. It doesn't necessarily have to be the case for everybody, but the unexpected income is sort of like, it's not a windfall of money, but it is money that's helping us, right? It's coming from an unexpected source, and it's sort of like giving us just the amount that we need to feel secure. Okay, month 3. We have message. So you guys might be getting some communication or some news in month 3, or communication just could be significant in month 3, right? Because again, we started off this reading talking about original messaging and communication of that messaging. And so it's tied to this cultivation energy where maybe some of you guys are going to be doing more communication or doing more messaging, or there's something about community and communication that is helping you to water those seeds that you have planted coming into this point in your career, which is connected to you guys like being able to do the work you love. So maybe for as an example, some of you guys have clients, right? Maybe there's something that you're messaging to your clients. Maybe it's something you're messaging to direct reports if you're a leader. There's just something like that you're having to communicate out in month 3 that is helping you to cultivate and grow for future rewards. Okay. So we're going to close this out, group 2, with just a few more cards. See what else Spirit wants you to know about your career the next 3 months. So what else for group 2, please, Spirit? We have boundaries. Know when to put up and let down your walls. I think for you guys, a lot of this is about putting up a boundary, because I feel like you guys are wanting to move away from drama and conflict and stress. And that freedom energy makes me feel like you have set a boundary in month 1 that's allowing you to have more flexibility. We have past life connection. Someone with heavy influence from a past life is with you. So yeah, I feel like for some of you guys, there could be like a person coming in or somebody specific that's actually assisting you, whether it's like they're helping you monetarily or they're helping you with getting a new opportunity. It's like a past life spiritual connection here that's tied to your income and your future work opportunities that are coming in. We have realignment. Shift your perspective for a gained sense of clarity. Beautiful energy. And I think that's part of it. It's like, I think by you guys kind of taking a break, setting boundaries, taking a vacation, it's allowing you to become more in tune with yourself, to really get clarity on what it is that you're wanting in your career, and then shifting and making the necessary changes that you need in order to get there. So I feel like if I could summarize your reading, group 2, into like one word for the next 3 months, it feels more like recalibration to me. It's like, okay, let me set boundaries. Let me tune out the noise. Let me start to think differently, to communicate differently, to message more effectively my ideas. And that is going to lead to cultivation of new opportunities for me, channeling your energy in the right direction versus keeping it in situations that are stressing you out. So this is what I see, group 2. Comment below. Let me know a little bit about what you guys have planned for your career the next 3 months. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next reading soon. Bye. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the Chakra Wisdom Tarot and this clear quartz crystal, this is going to be your message. So we're looking into what is ahead for you in your career the next 3 months. So let's go ahead and get started with our overall energies. So we have the Rhino Spirit to overcome any obstacle. And we have Mercury in Virgo in the 6th house. Caution. Very, very interesting. Okay. So what is up for the next few months for you, group 3? Well, overall energy to me is like, it seems like there could be some sort of a challenge or some sort of obstacle in your path over the course of the next 3 months. And with this Mercury in Virgo with caution here, I feel like there is an emphasis on how you're navigating, how you're thinking through it, how you're communicating through it, and really being like meticulous and cautious, for lack of a better word, and how you're going about it, right? So the Rhino Spirit sometimes can be like when we want to just barrel in and like just charge after something. And I think that you guys are recognizing that something about this is going to require you to be a little bit more strategic, or maybe a little bit more thoughtful in the way that you handle it. Right? I think there just could be like a general sense that you guys have a lot going on, or there's like a lot of chaos or a lot of stuff happening. I'm looking at all these animals, how they're just like all over the place here. And so maybe like you're finding that there's a need to wrangle this or get this under control, but you're wanting to do it in a way that feels thoughtful and strategic versus contributing to whatever could be causing chaos or disorder here. Okay, so let's keep going, group 3. We're going to break this down into month 1, month 2, month 3, and we'll just kind of see what is happening in each of these months for you. Now, the other thing about Mercury in Virgo is that it wants to know like the pros and cons of everything before it moves forward. It's definitely a much more like rational, sort of practical way of thinking about things. And maybe there's just something here where you're having to analyze pros and cons before committing or deciding. Okay. Okay, so month 1, we have the energy of perspective. Okay. Month 2, we have manifesting. And month 3, we have give and take. And then we do have the message of endings here at the bottom of the deck, which is super interesting. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers here. What's next in career the next 3 months for group 3, please, Spirit? We have the 2 of Cups. Okay. We have the 3 of Pentacles. And then we have the 10 of Swords. And we do have a King of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So let's take a look. All right. So month 1, group 3, it feels like there is an emphasis here on partnerships. 2 of Cups, this talks about emotional connections, emotional harmony and resonance within our one-on-one relationships here. So this could be someone significant at work. It could be just emblematic of multiple partnerships that you guys have at work. This card says if you change the way you look at things, you could see everything in a brand new light that will help you get where you want to be. So I feel like through some sort of a significant shift in perspective, it's allowing you to get on the same page with someone or with people in general in a way that you might not have considered in the past. So I think just be open-minded. I feel like with this orange energy, like Spirit is saying, go with the flow in your one-on-one relationships, because it's going to allow you to see things differently than you might have seen them if you had stuck in a more like rigid or fixed mindset about things. Month 2, we have manifesting in the 3 of Pentacles. I feel like month 2, there's a lot of teamwork, collaboration, creating something, working together as a team to create work or to do or conduct work. This says you have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action to make it happen. Some of you guys might be working with a group of people, working with a team, and maybe something about the work that you're doing is helping you to get ahead. It's helping you to do the things that you need to do to create the future outcome that you are looking for. It's a part of your manifestation plan is to work with this team or work with this group or collaborate more, just in general. I feel for some of you guys, I'm noticing here, we have like one person who is kind of doing the work on this big coin that's here. And the other 2 are here like waiting to just kind of like add their accents to it, right? I think that there is something in month 2 that's big. Like something in month 2 that's big that you've created or that you've been working on that you're kind of the star contributor of. And you might have some other people coming in to help you, right? To help you add some finishing touches or to kind of elevate what you've already created. So that's a very specific kind of intuitive message that I'm getting for some of my group 3 viewers. So just kind of bear that in mind. Group 3, we have, month 3, sorry, we've got give and take and the 10 of swords. So I want you guys to just be cautious of like burning yourselves out, because I do feel the 10 of swords can sometimes talk about burnout. It can talk about drama. It can talk about really overthinking things. So I feel like with give and take, this makes a lot of sense, because with month 3, there's something here about watching your balance. Otherwise, you're going to feel burnt out. This says be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. Give someone a chance and ask for what your heart desires. So don't feel like you have to take it all on alone, because I think that you guys have partners and people that want to help you to amplify your work and to also shoulder some of the burden so that you're not burning yourself out with this 10 of swords here. But it's interesting because there is definitely this undertone of you guys leaving something behind or moving into a new opportunity, or maybe taking something off of your plate with this ending. This says you may leave a position or be terminated. However, there's always a new opportunity ahead. You may change careers entirely. So I definitely think there's some sort of a change that's also spearheading the next, the undercurrent of the next 3 months in your career. We have a King of Cups here too. So this could be someone significant in your work. This would be like a masculine, sort of emotionally intelligent leader. This could also be your energy as well. So let's see. Let's get a little more detail here. Group 3. So what else, Spirit, can you tell us about group number 3 and their work over the next 3 months in their career? So we do have a message of concern. So I'm wondering if you're getting some sort of message that you weren't expecting to get, or something that kind of makes you feel a little like anxious or concerned. But I feel like through, maybe that's where this caution energy is coming from. Like maybe you're learning something and initiating some sort of a conversation with a trusted person or partner that's helping you to make the right decision here. Okay. Month 2. We have toil and labor. See, this is where I think you guys need to just kind of watch, because this energy is about doing a lot of really hard work. That's not always pleasant. And there is definitely like an amount of like needing to grind it out so that you can learn and grow and move to the next level if you're ambitious in your career. But I think that you guys are on track to burn yourselves out if you don't work with your partners and work with your team, or the people that are around you to support you. We do also have distant horizons here. Okay. So distant horizons can talk about like our hopes and dreams for the future, for long term. There could be something about travel that's coming up as well. Maybe some of you guys are asking to travel or being asked to travel or go somewhere a really long distance. There could be some anxiety around this for some of you. Just, I think, watch for giving and receiving. Like, make sure that that balance is flowing, because if it's not, I think that you guys are going to be risking burning yourselves out. And so for some of you in month 3, this might be about you saying like, what I need is to not do this. Like, what I need is to take a break, right? I'm still trying to get my bearings and so on and so forth. So let's see, group 3. I'll just get a few more cards here to see what Spirit wants you to know. What does group 3 need to know about their career the next 3 months? Month 1, we have soulmate. The divine will provide you with love when you're ready. So there's definitely like somebody here specifically that like is a soulmate, that is a safe connection. Maybe this is the person that you guys are talking with or mulling this over with. We have awakening, a realization, shift, or discovery. Okay. And then we have creativity. Have fun, express yourself in new ways. And then we do have release. Release grudges, wounds, and pent-up feelings through healthy activities. So you guys are going to be needing to kind of, I think, release and let go of things that have harmed you in the past. That could be what that 10 of Wands is as well. Like maybe there's something here that's residual energy from someone from the past or someone that's wronged you, a grudge, something like that. It feels like in month 3, there is an opportunity for you guys to be doing more creative work, to have more fun, to travel, to be able to give and receive abundance in the workplace. But with it being paired with that 10 of Swords, I wonder if there's something that's connected here to things that you guys need to release that's preventing you from being able to fully like lean into that. So just something that you're going to need to watch for, group 3. So this is what I see. Comment below. Let me know a little bit about what you guys have planned in your career. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in our next reading soon. Bye.